Hey guys, so I know I normally talk about crystals. Today I just want to make a quick video about sun gazing. It's something that today actually marks the 14th day in a row, so 2 weeks was kind of a challenge I made to myself. It's quarantine, so just doing weird things and challenging myself to do things every day, because I gotta to stay sane in this insane brain. Okay, anyways, clearly I'm doing a good job at that, as you guys can tell. Not. I'm here. This is my 14th day in a row of sun gazing. I've been waking up and doing the sunrise and the sunset. Right now marks the about to be sunset. So here's the thing. What I want to explain real quick to you guys is I've seen some other videos on sun gazing. What I want to tell you right now is how I feel before sitting down and starting to do the sun gazing as it goes down. And then I'm going to tell you how I feel afterwards. This has been something that's really impacted my life very profoundly. I'm going to continue doing it after today, 100%. I really like it a lot. So I want to try and be concise here and tell you almost like a review. Like as if staring at the sun was a product you would buy at the store. Here's my review of it, okay? So here's how I feel right now, pre-sun gazing. To be honest, I feel pretty giddy and electric because I've got all my Moldavite on and I'm carrying my phenakite, and you guys know I'm all pumped about crystals. And also I just already filmed a video that I would have posted probably 2 days ago now. So I feel pretty good because that's all my favorite stuff in one small portion of awesomeness. So I feel really awesome and I feel very electric, but also very scatterbrained. This tends to happen to me. I get very excited and my energy becomes very all over the place. It's about time now. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna sun gaze, and then I will come back and tell you how I'm feeling. Hey guys, so I just stared into the sun directly. Obviously, some blinking was necessary in that, but I just stared into it for, it was about 12 minutes. I don't get the sun very long here because the mountains in my valley are quite high. So that being said, how I feel right now, and it's such a dynamic shift because coming into this, what I wanted to do was compare how I feel right now to how I felt before. And now it's like the place that I'm in is a new dynamic of there is no comparison to before or after. It is very present. And I feel so clear, and at the same time, it's a very kind of empty feeling in my mind. And that empty feeling, it's not an emptiness of sadness, despair. It's an emptiness of being open to so much that can come in. And what it feels like to me is, I know I don't need to explain this to you guys, so I won't. It's source energy. I feel as though I just plugged my USB charger in, if I was a phone or something, right? And I just plugged it into source. And it's very calming. I feel very spiritual. And I know I mentioned in my previous take before sitting down and, sun gazing, how scatterbrained I felt and how I did not feel very spiritual. The reason I mentioned that is because I kind of had a feeling how I was going to feel. It's very constant, the effect that I personally get from sun gazing. In words, of course, can try to express difference. To me, the best way to communicate is through energy. And I know that you guys feel energy too. Talk to you in the comments and stuff. You guys click with it, I know. So my energy is so much different now. It feels as though, and I know that you guys are probably picking up on that, which is why I wanted to do a little before and after video rather than me just making a nutshell video of explaining what sun gazing is like. I wanted you to see the difference. Now, this is for me, of course, but I personally believe and feel that we are all an open channel, and whatever comes in is whatever we tune our attention to. Like we're a dial, basically. That's at least what I've been kind of picking up in my own life experience and applying. So what it feels to me, what sun gazing does, is it feels like it takes all of the energy I have, and I've got quite a bit of energy, to be honest with you guys. It's real fun at night trying to go to sleep, I'll tell you. What it feels like sun gazing does for me is it takes all this energy that's just all around me and is just that I'm just like big tentacle arms flipping all over the place of energy, and it feels like it hones it into one singular beam, and it just goes through me, and it's like it clears it all out. But it's not as if I'm empty of energy. It's as if my channel is open, but only to one thing. And the dial isn't scattered all over. It's tuned only to source energy. And what source energy feels like to me is sun gazing feels like source to me. And source to me feels like really not looking to 5 seconds ago, not looking to 5 seconds in the future. It's fully here, present in the moment. That's what it feels like to me. And I know that source is a lot more profound than just the present moment. But the present moment is how I applicably tune myself to that, if that makes sense. And sun gazing is a really great way to do that. So that's how I feel now. And that being said, I'm gonna finish my walk here. It's very nice out. I'm gonna watch as the sky turns pink. Got those California sunsets, baby. And then I shall be back at my home, and I will film a little kind of reprisal. Reprisal? I don't know if that's the right word. Anyways, see you guys in a sec. So, I looked up the word reprisal, and it means an act of retaliation. So, not sure where I got that word from, but I'm certainly not filming anything that has anything to do with retaliation here. So, this is just real quick before I head myself to bed here. I just want to film a quick sum up. What have I gained over the 14 days? What I have gained is a new kind of energy that I didn't necessarily have the same grip on that I had before. So I believe that this energy was there prior, but what sun gazing has done for me over the last 14 days is it's allowed me to kind of perceive the way that I am using my energy and the way that I aim it a little bit differently. Now, I've seen other people's videos on sun gazing talk about how it gives them more energy. I personally do not feel like I gain more energy from it. This could be just a thing for me, but I want to be honest and tell you guys, for me, I have not gained much more energy from it. I already have a lot of energy, but for me, it's usually quite spastic. So what sun gazing does for me is it's just kind of helps me to focus more, to be in the moment more. I've also noticed that a lot of times when I go into sun gazing, I may have a bit of an anxious mind. And as I walk away, it's almost like the anxiety images that rapidly sift through my brain like a page of book, like a book page turning, you know? Like if it's just flipping through a bunch of wild imagery of things that would make me anxious. If you guys have ever had anxiety, I'm sure you can relate to this. My mind can be anxious at times. So that's what it's like for me, is like this picture book, like a movie unfolding of all of these things, you know? Now, what I feel like after having had sun gaze is the pages still turn, but it's almost like blank sheets of light. Now, of course, you are staring directly into the sun, so walking away from that, vision is a little bit different. As soon as you turn away, it is, you know, kind of hard to like focus and see. I'm not feeling blinded. My vision is actually quite clear. It's more so just as if you can see that things are vibrating around you. So it almost kind of makes it seem like everything is just a projection, which I personally believe that everything is just a projection of light in the first place. So that could be my own projection of it being a projection, I suppose. What I have gained over the 14 days is the anxious pages that turn in my brain have calmed quite a bit, to the point where now the pages continuously turn, but they're blank, and it's like white light that I see in my mind. And it's a really nice light. I mean, it's just nice to see this light rather than anxious imagery. So calmed my anxiety, increased my focus. That's what sun gazing has been doing for me. I feel very quite spiritual afterwards. I feel like if you are somebody who does any channeling, if you're whatever you're channeling, I believe that sun gazing is a really incredible way to open your channel further to whatever it is that you are channeling. So that's what sun gazing has done for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have sun gazed at all, any benefits that you've gotten, anything that you know, definitely feel free to share it below. It's very cool, very powerful, and I'm really liking a lot. Oh yeah, I almost just turned it off without saying goodbye. Sorry. I'm pretty tired. This is my bedtime. Bye, guys.